So, your twin flame, they don't want to be with you, or there's a situation or whatever, and you guys are not together. You out there watching, you all refer to it as separation. So, what are you going to do? I mean, you got all this time now. They're not talking to you. They're being cold and distant, right? What are you going to do? Well, let's make the best of it. And by the way, when you do, you can get them to come back. When you are going through the separation, that's not what that is. That's what you guys call it, but whatever. We'll go with that. When you're going through the separation, I mean, it's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. It's not a stage. But, guys, what does everybody say about twin flames? Everybody. Well, you're one soul in two bodies. Twin flames are the same soul. Now, interestingly, everybody's giving you different ideas about what to do. There's like 9 million different ideas about what to do. Everybody agrees what a twin flame is, but then everybody gives you different ideas about what to do. How can that be? If we all agree what twin flames are, what's the problem? Guys, you are the same soul, you and your twin flame. You are simultaneous incarnations of the same soul. It's just reincarnation. So everybody on the internet is telling you to do all this shadow work and healing and the mirror exercise and balancing your inner feminine and masculine and living my best life. And they don't even tell you what living my best life means. And these are all nice enough people and everything. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, but some of you might have tried all that stuff. And how did that work out for you? It didn't work. It didn't work. So here's what you really got to do. And I should know because I'm with my twin. I've coached 7,500 twin flames. I've helped a lot of people to be with their twin flame, guys. You're in the right place. It's your lucky day if you stumbled across my YouTube video. You finally found the person who cracked the code. And here it is. You got to do soul stuff. All that other stuff is mental mind stuff. And that stuff is not bad to do. It just doesn't work here, guys. As a matter of fact, it backfires. This is a direct experience with your soul. And if your starting point is the belief that there are two of you, they run. But what if your starting point was the understanding or realization that there's only one of you, that you're not separate? Separate? You can't be separate from your twin flame, guys. You are them. What if your starting point was there's I? It's not even I am one with my twin flame. It's not even that. I mean, that's a true statement. But for you to really get this, we got to go one layer deeper than that. So it's not even I am one with them. There's no with. There's no them. It's you. And I'm talking about the real you, the soul. And you don't think your way there. You don't heal your way there. Healing is fine, but do it later. Doesn't work here. You guys been doing that stuff already. You've been trying it. I just talked to somebody who spent $100,000. It's ridiculous. And there's all these people telling her to do all the healing and energy clearings and activations and I don't know, just spending all this money on psychics. None of it worked. It just made it worse, guys. She took my advice and it worked. How about that? And I'm not saying that to brag, but guys, okay. So here's what that's going to look like. You're going to be by yourself. Your twin flame, they're not there. in my paid coaching, I have people go through this isolation period on purpose because the only way for you to align with your soul is being, of course, my camera freezes. It's being you guys. It's you're allowing yourself to just simply exist. And this isn't my opinion, by the way. These are the teachings of all the great spiritual masters Buddha, Jesus, Paramahansa Yogananda, Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass, Alan Watts, Krishnamurti. Did I mention him already? So it shouldn't be any wonder why what I'm teaching you today actually works. Healing is okay to do, but that's psychology. That's the mind. So you're fixing all this stuff in your mind, feeling different emotions, thinking different thoughts, and that's supposed to make you more of a soul? No, guys. You were a soul to begin with. The mind came later. Everybody knows, by the age of 7 or 8 is when the personality kind of forms, right? Well, what about a newborn baby? There's no personality. There's no retained thought and emotional imprints inside of a newborn baby. Again, that happens at the age of like 7 or 8. So, what's going on inside a newborn baby? Consciousness. By the way, I am telling you how to do this. This doesn't work the way you think it does. So, if you're getting impatient, you're just going to have to slow down. What am I always telling you guys? If you're in this heightened emotional state and you're panicked and you're trying to figure out what to do, that's part of the problem. You think if you get your twin flame to be with you that you'll feel better. No, you won't. Because if that's your approach, it's never going to happen. The soul is oneness, and you experience that in moments of stillness, being, slowing down. Look, give you some resources here. Here's what you got to do, guys. I always tell people this. My paid coaching program, of course, it's 59 hours long. It's almost 60 hours. It's not expensive. It's not 100,000 fucking dollars. You can start for $41. My paid coaching. You get $50 off if you pay in full, but I do have payment plans. It's not a subscription. You pay one price in like 6 payments or 12 payments. I have 2 payment plan options. You pay one price and you keep it. You keep it. You keep the coaching program, and it's completely comprehensive. Everything is in there. I don't leave anything out. I don't breadcrumb. If you pay in full, you get $50 off though. Here's what I tell people. Let me give you some free stuff right now to kind of get your feet wet if you're trying to understand what I'm all about here. You can't think your way into the soul. You and your twin flame are the same soul. Thinking and feeling emotions is the whole problem. Healing, rearranging your emotions and your thoughts, that's for soulmates. It doesn't work here, guys. It makes them run harder. It makes them run harder because your mind is looking to an outcome with them. It's saying, we are two, we are separate, and I got to get them to be with me. And so I have to do all these things to fix whatever, to fix me, right? In order to get them to be with me. And then it never works. And you've spent $100,000 or whatever. Your starting point should be I. I am my twin flame. I am one. There is no separation. That's union. You are your twin flame, guys. You literally are them. You really did meet a person who is another soul, or I'm sorry, not another soul. You literally met somebody who is the same soul as you, not another soul. It's just reincarnation, guys. That's all this is. Yeah, you guys are the same soul. You got to align with your soul. So here's what I'm going to recommend. First thing, some books, as always. These two books, these are really good. Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. You want to get your twin flame back? You got to go beyond separation. There's no separation, guys. Separation, it's not a relationship status with your twin flame. That's not what that word is. The words separation or union come from the Zen traditions. Twin flames stole those words, ripped them off, and now everybody's using them the wrong way. If you were to use those words the right way, if you understood the real teachings of union, you could get your twin flame to come back. Here's the other book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The first chapter is called You Are Not Your Mind. The second chapter, he starts talking to you about consciousness and how that is your true essence. Consciousness is not thought. You can't think about the soul and be doing soul stuff. Remember, the thinking came later. You experience it in moments of solitude, guys, being, slowing down, getting out of this heightened emotional state with your twin flame. Once again, I am telling you how to get your twin flame back. If you're getting impatient and you're going, when is he going to get to the point I did about 10 minutes ago or maybe 5 minutes ago? How long is this video right now? Yeah, maybe 5 minutes ago. But I'm going to make this all make sense. I'm going to keep talking until you have that big aha moment. You can't figure this out, guys. It's like meditation. That's exactly what it is. Meditation is truly the only real spiritual thing that you could do. Healing is not spiritual. And I don't care how many New Agers there are on the internet telling you it is. You know who's never, ever going to tell you that healing is spiritual? Buddha, Jesus, Paramahansa Yogananda, Krishnamurti, right? The big names in spiritualism, the masters. That's where I get my information from. Just in case you're wondering, like, where did you hear all this from, Kurt? From real spiritual teachers, not some run-of-the-mill new age little guru person on YouTube. Nice enough person and everything. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but guys, they're very confused and they're confusing you. And it's not going to do us any good to kid ourselves about that. There is such a thing as truth. You are not your mind. You do not need to heal the mind to become the soul. You are the soul right now. You can experience yourself as consciousness now. Look at the name of the book. You got to get into this stuff, guys. You've got nothing else to do. Your twin flame, they don't want to be with you. What else are you going to do? Use this time to your advantage. Slow down energetically. Do a really good detox. This is what in my paid coaching, I have everybody start with, all right, you got to stop talking to your twin flame. You got to stop talking about your twin flame. Stop looking at twin flame information. I even tell people to unsubscribe from my YouTube channel when they sign up for my paid coaching. You might be going, why? That's crazy. Don't you want to grow your YouTube audience? Well, yeah, I do, but I don't know. I have this problem where I tell the truth too much. So I tell them, you're going to have to even unsubscribe from my channel, dude. Maybe just resubscribe later. Come back to it if you want to support me in some way, but do it later. And stop with the pining for them. Stop with the laying in bed and yearning for them. And stop thinking about this like it works like soulmates. I'll tell you what, let me link a video for you. I'll link a video in the description of this video post where I explain what it's really like to be with your twin flame. It's peace. It's not like hot and heavy romance. It's not boring. Boring is an emotion, and it's not even a negative emotion. It's not even a neutral emotion. It's a negative emotion. Boredom sucks. I haven't experienced boredom for a long time. Long time. That's like one of the worst emotions. Boredom. because the mind is looking for something outside. It's looking for food, right? That's why boredom happens. And that's what you're doing with your twin flame. You're looking out there saying, oh, if I can get them to be with me, that'll solve all my problems. No, it won't. Everything you need is in here. You don't even need me, right? That's what I'm going to teach you. You don't need me. And you experience it, guys, during this isolation period. So after the detox, you shut all that shit off about twin flames. You stop chasing them. You stop talking to everybody about it. You stop stalking, excuse me, you stop stalking them on social media, all of that shit. You got to shut that all down and spend time in peace, in solitude. It's going to kind of suck at first. It is. It's going to kind of suck because you're used to believing that you are this mental creature and it wants something from out there. So at least start reading these books, right? Start reading these books. You could at least do that and make yourself meditate. You got to slow down and you build spaciousness into your life situation. Just overall energetically slowing down and staying ahead of the ego mask. You are not your mind. You're not this entity of me, this personality, the roles that you play in life, the emotions that you feel. And those things are not bad. They're not bad. That's just not who you are. You are consciousness. And it's you don't think your way into consciousness. It was there first. Thoughts came later and just kind of covered it up, but it's still in there. People have become so desensitized to simply existing that they don't even notice it anymore. This is a journey of stillness. And I'm not saying to be a complete shut in. I have my students go through a 90-day isolation period. I call it the 90-day solitude challenge. But when you're done, you go back out into the world, you're going to feel very different. You've done the detox and you're spending time alone in nature, you're meditating. In very important, I don't want to forget to mention this, communing with God, living through the heart and communing with God, with all, the universe, nature, the divine, right? Feeling its presence all around you. That's what this is, guys. That's why you met your twin flame, to awaken. It's not so that you can be with them. It just so happens if you do this stuff, instead of chasing your twin flame comes back. It does work. I call it the twin flame paradox because it's like it works the opposite of the way that you would think it does, right? You think you need to do something about the person. You are them. But where you are one with them is at the level of the soul, guys. This person is another incarnation of your soul. Technically, your twin flame is one of your past lives. And I don't mean the past in time. I mean a previous life that you already lived. But you're both incarnated in this time period. Most people think that to reincarnate, you have to go into the future every time, right? Like, let's say you die in the year 2085. Most people think, oh, well, then when I reincarnate next time, it's going to be the year 2086. Well, you could do that, but you could also go back to the 1970s and reincarnate there, or the 1980s. I was born in the 70s. And when I die in 60 years, let's say, I'm going to go back, I think, to the 1930s and reincarnate there. You can do that. Reincarnation is a time machine. So if you can keep coming back over and over and over again, then there could be 20 of you walking around out here, you guys. And by the way, what I'm telling you, that's really how science says time works in conjunction with higher planes. Because when you die, you go up to a higher plane, right? Well, what does science say about higher planes? Well, from higher planes, all points in time can be accessed simultaneously. So you can reincarnate anywhere you want in time. Time is liquid. You experience time seemingly in the first person. So your twin flame is a life that you lived past tense. But then when they die, that's you. They went back up to heaven. It's not they. That's you going back up to heaven and then reincarnated into this body. Yes, you really can have a thing called twin flame. I don't really like that though. I don't love that we call it twin flame because it just makes it sound all cutesy and romantic and endearing. Go check out my free resources, guys. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel called Twin Flame Science. And the second video on there is called What Are Twin Flames, where I explain the science of this in more depth. And the fact that they're one of your previous incarnations, that's why they run. It's a mechanics reason. It's not because they need to do some healing. That's a myth, guys. That's another thing that you can do is let go of all the dumb twin flame myths. And I am not sorry for calling them dumb. All they're doing is keeping you focused on the person, and that's why they run. Again, the mind is separation. It looks at them and it says, there's a them. And so your starting point is separation. That's why they don't want to be with you. This isn't soulmates. Okay, this works way different. But again, if your starting point was unity or union, oneness, they come back. And it's the I. It's not we are one, it's I. It's consciousness, it's being, it's the I am presence. It's not healing and crystals and shit. It's classical spiritualism, guys. So, yes, this isolation period is very important. Slowing down, being, experiencing that deeper oneness. That's what brings them back, you guys, for good. All right, everybody. Hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching.